In this video, I'm explaining to you how this technique helped me to manifest everything I ever desired within 3 to 4 months. Because 5 months ago, I didn't have any money coming in. I didn't have a job, and I was about to get evicted from my apartment. And when I started using this technique, everything started happening for me. I got a job, I kept my apartment, and I had other income coming in from other sources. And you already seen the title. You already know what it is. When you live at the end of your manifestation, it helps the manifestation to come faster. So, before I get into it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. Once I get there, I'm going to give away some free money to 3 people. I'm going to cash out 3 people some money. So leave your comment down below, because I'm going to choose 3 people comments, and those people are going to win some free money. But we need to get to 10,000 subscribers. We're already there, but it needs to show up here in the 3D reality. Now, let me tell you, this technique that I was using was part of other techniques, because 5 months ago, I was using Neville Goddard's techniques. One technique I was using was I remember when technique. I talk about all these techniques in my videos. So, after this video, go check out the other videos, and you'll hear the full technique that I use for all the different manifestations that happen. So I used the remember when technique. I used the as if technique, act as if technique, and I used the congratulations technique. But in all those techniques, it was one thing I implemented every time I used it, was living at the end. So all the techniques that I used, I did them before I went to sleep. Like, I remember when. So I would say, I remember when I had my rent money. So I would say that while I'm going to sleep. And then before I fall asleep, or while I'm falling asleep, I would visualize me already having my rent money. So, I didn't think about how did I get it. I didn't, visualize how to get it. I just visualized already in my apartment, looking at the rent saying paid, because I pay online. So I would visualize myself looking at my account online, and it's saying the rent is paid. That's all I did. That's all I visualized. I didn't visualize nothing else. So I lived at the end. I also lived at the end when I needed a job. So I visualized myself having that job already. I visualized myself working at a desk. I don't know what the job was going to be about or anything, but I visualized myself just working at, doing whatever, which was, just looking at the computer or whatever, since we all work on computers at these jobs. So that's what I did. Every day, I thought about that. Every night before I went to bed, I thought about that, or I visualized that. When I woke up in the morning, I visualized that. Always visualized at the end. I never thought about what type of job it was going to be or anything. Matter of fact, I was looking for a job in, my field, which has to do with documents. It's called document scanning. So it was in that field. So I was looking for jobs pertaining to documents. But I stopped. I was looking for jobs like every day. Applied for maybe 100 jobs. So when I started implementing Neville Goddard's technique, I didn't even think about okay, I'm gonna be working doing document scanning. I thought about just being at the desk, working on a computer at a company. Didn't know the company name or anything. But funny thing is, I had a dream that night because this is what happened. I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but let me tell you what happened. When the job I work at now, I went for the interview. I felt good about it, but I still didn't know that what I was going to be doing or anything. I mean, it just the job had many things that I was going to be doing, and they didn't really tell me. So I had a dream that night that I got the job and I was working at the desk on the computer. And the way the place looked where I was working at was kind of like part warehouse, part like office building. And I didn't know they had two buildings. They had two buildings. So when they called me and I got the job and everything, when I went to work that first day, I walked in there. They said, we have another building you're going to be working in. I said, okay, really? So they took me to the other building. And the building was exactly what I dreamed. It was like a warehouse, and then the other half of the warehouse, of the building, was like offices. And I was like, this is so familiar. This feels so familiar. And they had a computer there for me. It was like a laptop, and I was sitting down there and I started working. And I was like, man, I felt like a chill go through my body, like, ooh, I've been here before. So, and it's all because I was living at the end. Because I was visualizing myself sitting in there doing my work, whatever the work was. I don't know what it was at the time. I just remember myself sitting there doing the work in a place that was half warehouse, half office. It was like this. It's like where I'm at, I'm in the office working now, and then you open a door and then it's the warehouse. That's what I can't talk, but I dreamed that exact place, how it looked and everything. It's crazy. Well, when you're in the zone manifesting, you can start having dreams of what you're about to manifest, and it's going to come true the next day or next week or next month. And when that happens, you're going to get deja vu because you already dreamed that. Because you was living at the end. That's why you had the dream. Because I was doing it every night. I was living at the end of me picturing myself working there. Same with the money I received for my rent. I just picture myself looking at my screen saying it's paid, it's paid. And it happened. Again, I implemented this with the techniques that I was using. So, when you live at the end and you suppress your subconscious mind with that, the subconscious mind is going to make it where a situation, people, things going to happen that'll lead up to that ending. So it's going to attract certain people. Certain things is going to happen to fulfill the ending of your manifestation, which is your goal, which is to have that money or have that job or have that car. So that's why you just always live at the end. Don't worry about how to get there. Don't worry about how to get there. Now, again, with the job, I kind of stopped looking because I got tired of looking. I just started visualizing. Don't do that. Look for a job. Don't do that. Look for a job. But if you feel confident that the jobs you already was looking for, you know, you're going to get one of those jobs and you say, hey, I'm just going to start visualizing. If you feel comfortable just visualizing, not looking no more, do your thing. But I'm just telling you my story and what I did. You know, you pick and choose how you want to manifest what you want to manifest. You know, what you want to bring into your life, or what you're trying to attract. So that's my take on living at the end. And you should try that, guys. If you're not doing that already, try that. And all the techniques that you do, always visualize the ending of that manifestation. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you got some value out of this video. Before you leave, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a like, drop a comment down below. I always like to read you guys' comments. Y'all be dropping some knowledge too. And also, if you have any requests for any videos you want me to make, I'll do that for you. I'm going to work on one video that somebody requested for is how to get an apartment. And matter of fact, might as well say, hey, visualize yourself in that apartment. If you got an apartment in mind, go to that apartment, go visit it, sit down in the apartment and visualize yourself sitting there. Close your eyes and visualize yourself. Just picture the room, picture the bedroom, the living room while you're there. And then go home, visualize yourself in that apartment every night before you go to bed. So this is for one of my subscribers. I can't recall the name. If I find it, I'll pop it on the screen. That's what you should do if you're trying to get a new apartment. But that's it, guys. I just want to say peace, get woke, and keep manifesting.